Do you know that an estimated 301 million people worldwide suffer from anxiety disorders every single year? That's roughly 1 in 25 people on this planet, which means in any room of 100 people, at least 4 are battling anxiety right now. But 2,000 years ago, Paul wrote 4 words that could change everything. Be anxious for nothing. What if I told you this isn't just wishful thinking, but a battle-tested strategy that actually works? Here's the thing most people miss about Philippians 4:6. Paul wasn't sitting in a comfortable chair when he wrote these words. He was literally chained to a Roman guard, facing possible execution. Yet somehow, he's telling us not to worry? This man had mastered something we desperately need to learn. Let me break down Paul's 3-step anxiety antidote that's hidden in plain sight. Step 1. Stop the spiral. Be anxious for nothing. Paul isn't suggesting you ignore your problems. He's commanding you to refuse anxiety as your default response. Here's the brutal truth about worry. It's completely useless. Jesus put it perfectly in Matthew 6 verse 27. Which of you by worrying can add 1 cubit to his stature? Think about it. Has anxiety ever solved a single problem in your life? Has it ever changed an outcome, fixed a relationship, or added money to your bank account? Worry is like sitting in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. You burn mental energy, lose sleep, and stress your body, all for 0 results. It's the ultimate productivity killer disguised as caring. But here's what's even worse. Worry doesn't just waste your time, it steals your faith. Every minute you spend anxious is a minute you're not trusting God. It's like having a billionaire father, but panicking about lunch money. David understood this battle. In Psalm 94:19, he says, "When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." Notice David didn't pretend anxiety wasn't real. He acknowledged it, then made a choice. He didn't let his feelings drive the car. He put God's truth in the driver's seat. And that's exactly what we need to do. Acknowledge the worry, but refuse to let it control your next move. Rather, do something powerful with it. Which leads us to step 2. Make the trade with Jesus. Let your requests be made known to God. This isn't just venting to a friend. You're literally transferring ownership of your worry to someone who can actually do something about it. Take the story of Peter walking on water in Matthew 14. As long as his eyes were locked on Jesus, he literally did the impossible, walking across waves like a sidewalk. But the moment he noticed the wind and waves, fear rushed in. He sank. That's the picture of worry. It sinks us, even when Jesus is right in front of us. Peter puts it perfectly in 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. The word cast means to throw with force, like you're hurling that anxiety as far away as possible. But you're not just hurling it anywhere. You're throwing it to the one who specializes in impossible situations. The same Jesus who enabled Peter to walk on water is the one catching your worries. The same God who gave Jesus perfect peace while sleeping through a deadly storm in Mark 4:38 is ready to calm your internal chaos. You're not just getting rid of your anxiety, you're trading it for the supernatural peace of someone who commands winds and waves with a whisper. When you cast your cares on him, you're literally exchanging your human limitations for his divine power. Step 3, thanksgiving that unlocks miracles, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Here's where most people mess up. They pray about their problems, but they forget the thanksgiving part. Paul isn't being polite here, he's being strategic. Gratitude literally rewires your brain. When you thank God while you're requesting help, you're reminding yourself that he's already proven trustworthy. It's like checking your bank balance before panicking about a purchase. Remember when Jesus fed 5,000 people? Matthew 14:19 says, he took the 5 loaves, looked up to heaven, and blessed them. Picture this. Jesus is staring at a lunch that wouldn't feed a little league team, surrounded by thousands of hungry people. Any logical person would panic. Instead, Jesus holds up those pathetic loaves and thanks his Father like he's holding a feast. That's not denial. That's declaring God's power before you see it. You have a choice right now. You can keep carrying those burdens that are crushing your spirit, or you can do what Paul did in that Roman prison. Remember Martha and Mary in Luke 10? Martha was worried and troubled about many things, while Mary chose to sit at Jesus' feet. Jesus didn't criticize Martha for working. He criticized her for worrying while working. You can be productive without being anxious. You can plan without panicking. You can care without carrying burdens that aren't yours to bear. The truth is, God isn't asking you to be superhuman. He's offering to be supernatural for you. Every sleepless night you've endured, every racing thought that steals your peace, every worst-case scenario playing on repeat in your mind, He sees it all, and He's not waiting for you to get your life together before He helps. He's ready to trade your anxiety for His peace right now, today, in this very moment. Tonight, when your mind starts racing at 3 a.m., remember Paul's 3 steps. Stop the spiral, make the trade with Jesus, and unlock miracles through thanksgiving. Your anxiety doesn't stand a chance against God's peace. If this message spoke to your heart, hit that like button, subscribe for more life-changing biblical truth, and share this with someone who needs to hear that worry doesn't have the final word. God does.